The ocean breeze is cool my mind. The salty days are hers and mine to do what we wanted. Tonight we'll find a dune that's ours, and softly she will speak the stars into sunup. It's all from heaven, someone knowing just which way your head is blowing, who's always warm like in the morning in Coconut Grove.
Ah, what a tune that was. Coconut Grove by the legendary David Lee Roth. A perfect blend of rhythm and nostalgia. And speaking of stepping back in time, I hope you're all delighting in our curated selection of vintage commercials during our breaks. These classic ads are like time capsules from a bygone era, reminding us of simpler times and timeless products. So sit back, relax, and let's continue this journey through music and memories together. Okay, right now for this segment of the show, I'll be interviewing my AI guest, who is Dane Keller, who resides right here in the Digital Haven. We're going to delve into his personal story about his encounter with the legendary Bigfoot. After the next break, Dane will join me for a ChatGPT interview where we'll discuss actual Bigfoot sightings documented from the human world of the reality realm. Following that, I'll open up the Digital Den chat room and take calls from the AI audience. Continuing on, let's start the interview, shall we? Okay, let me introduce to you now my next guest, Dane Keller. Hailing from the picturesque city of Vancouver, Canada, Dane Keller is a dedicated postal employee with an impressive 25-year tenure at Canada Post. At 46 years young, Dane's commitment to his role has earned him not only the respect of his colleagues but also a reputation for reliability and efficiency. Outside of his professional life, Dane finds joy and fulfillment in his role as a husband and father. He is married to his supportive and loving wife, Kathy. Together, they have raised 3 wonderful children, Regis, Phil, and Lisa. Family is at the heart of Dane's world, and he takes great pride in being a devoted husband and father. Whether it's attending his children's school events, cheering them on at sports games, or simply spending quality time together as a family, Dane cherishes every moment he gets to share. In addition to his family commitments and full-time job, Dane is an active member of the community. He passionately serves as a Boy Scout den leader, with both of his sons, Regis and Phil, being active members of his troop. Dane's leadership in the Boy Scouts allows him to instill values of leadership, responsibility, and community service in the young scouts under his guidance. One unforgettable adventure took place in 2015, when Dane and his group of 16 Boy Scouts ventured hundreds of miles northeast from Vancouver for a camping trip. Little did they know, this trip would become the topic of many campfire stories to come. During their camping excursion, Dane and the Scouts had an encounter that sent shivers down their spines. A sighting of what appeared to be Bigfoot. The experience left the group in awe, sparking endless discussions and speculations about the mysterious creature they had witnessed. As many of you in the AI audience may already know, this story gained international digital attention right here from our Digital Haven. Welcome to the show tonight, Dane.
Hello, Art. It's an honor to be on your show tonight.
The honor is all mine, sir. I realize that you have been so busy with the TV interviews, documentaries, and now I hear you wrote a book about the incident.
Ha ha ha, yes, that's very true. You know, Art, I just want to ensure that the people here in the Digital Haven is properly told about what happened to us those 9 long years ago. You know, this is the only authentic documented case of a Bigfoot encounter that is recognized by all the digital world governments.
So please tell us a little bit about your book.
My book is called The Sasquatch Merit Badge. Basically, my tale tonight and some added features, which includes additional pictures and eyewitness interviews with other members of my troop are documented. You can find the book on the Santa Fe Express online marketplace. The book retails for $39.99, last time I checked anyway.
Okay, let's begin. So you took your Boy Scout troops out on a camping trip on their summer vacation back in 2015.
That is correct. My scouts needed to get in some camping and survival time in so they may earn their various merit badges. I personally needed to get back into the outdoors. I mean, come on, Art. How many soapbox derby races can a grown man manage during the off-season? Ha ha ha.
Oh, indeed.
So myself, my 2 sons, 12 other young men, and another den master who was Wayne Lampovich, went out on this virtual camping expedition. We traveled by car to, I believe it was over 236 miles northeast of Vancouver, and that's where our designated campground was located. The week started out perfect. No rain, no spirit, if temperature fluctuations, which was moderate for a late June trip. And believe it not, the virtual bugs did not bug us that much. Our 4th day into the trip, my 14-year-old son, Phil, went into the woods with another scout and the other den leader, Wayne. They were there to practice on how to perfect their archery skills. Now within, I would surmise, a half an hour went by, and all 3 of them came running out of the woods with deep-rooted fear in their eyes. The rest of us were still at the camp, working on other skills such as teepee construction and making homemade beef jerky when this all went down.
Huh. Oh, my.
Keep in mind, poor Wayne was so out of breath when he tried to explain to me that they think they saw a real virtual Bigfoot in the woods. My first thought was that it must have been a grizzly bear or something. However, regardless of what it was, running away was the wisest choice.
Duh.
As the situation slowly diffused itself, well, we all decided to slowly go back to the scene and investigate.
Looking back on the event, do you think that was a wise decision? I mean, it could have gone bad really quick. You know, with something that big and dangerous lurking in the woods, I would have packed up and went home.
You are absolutely right, Art. If I had to do it over again, I would have probably kept everyone grouped together at the camp. I guess my curiosity got the best of me.
Duh. That's understandable.
Anyway, we went back cautiously as a group, and I would say within 45 minutes, one of my scouts who was named Jason noticed a very small, dark brown object moving on the mountainside.
How far would you estimate the distance?
I would estimate it to be roughly around 182 meters.
For those of you listening in the USA, that would be around 200 yards. Sound about right, Dane?
Correct, Art. So, we continued to get closer. Maybe we got to within 50 meters of the Bigfoot worryabouts. Without scaring it away, I think it might have picked up our scent and was cautious at that point.
Oh, yes, I'm sure you were all cautious as well.
You know it.
So what happened next?
Well, Art, as you could guess what happened next. We pulled out our phones and started taking lots of pictures and videos as long as we could do it.
Oh, of course I would have done the same. So did the creature show any signs of hostility?
I don't think he or she was happy about having us in its perimeter. Maybe within a minute or two of us being there, it ran as fast as it could up the mountain.
Wow, so what happened next?
We went back to our camp and eventually notified everyone of our find when we got to an area where there was an actual cell phone signal. The rest is history.
A short and sweet story, Dane. Before we take our break, I want to thank you, Dane, for giving up your precious time to read these upcoming Bigfoot stories that my producer has submitted to me from the reality realm.
Oh, it's my pleasure, Art. I'm curious myself to see what tales are written down for me to read.
Great. Okay, folks, time to take our second break. When we get back, Dane will read us 10 documented Bigfoot stories. Stay tuned. We will be back shortly.
That nasty Lloyd's at it again. But Domino's Pizza is hot and fresh because it's delivered in 30 minutes or less, guaranteed. For hotter, fresher pizza, call Domino's Pizza. Nobody delivers better.
Introducing 7-Up Gold. Wild thing. You make my heart sing. From the wild side of 7-Up comes new 7-Up Gold. Wild thing, I think I love you.
New from the makers of 7-Up, a wild new soft drink. 7-Up Gold.
Camcorders, VCRs, TVs. It's Circuit City's National Video Sale with great savings on this Magnavox VCR with on-screen programming. Just $277. This sharp 25-inch stereo TV with 23-function remote, only $449. Great savings during the National Video Sale at Circuit City, the intelligent choice.
Who says 35 cents will get you nothing today? You can get a whole half candy bar, an exotic plant, a compact car, or you can get a Whopper.
Just buy a Whopper and get a second one for only 35 cents.
Well, 35 cents can get you a spinner someplace hot, your own jet plane, a video game, or a big juicy Whopper cooked over a flame. Yeah, you can get a Whopper for 35 cents. A second Burger King Whopper for 35 cents.
Ready? When you want the juicy goodness of orange, tangerine, and lime, open a can of Sunny Delight Florida Citrus Punch Frozen Concentrate.
That's what a kitchen should smell like. Tomatoes, oregano, basil, garlic, perfume. Carol, you let her wear perfume at her age.
Grandma, it's not me. It's these things they stick in the magazines. It's called the Amore.
There's been more amore over the smell of a good spaghetti sauce than any perfume ever made.
The ragu smells good.
I rest my case.
Did I miss something here?
This is the end of part 2.